Turtok, apostle of the High Father, ran the oiled cloth along the length of Velina, his curved blade time and time again. On the stone bench next to where he sat, an envelope, whose seal he had broken moments ago, lay open, its parchment contents reread half a dozen times. Alongside the missive, a small silver vial lay unopened. Turtok's mind was blank, his body numb. He could hear his master's voices echoing in the grand chamber behind him, though the heavy doors were sealed tight. His hand shook. It was an unfamiliar sensation, for the one once called Herald of Death to feel fear, to feel shame. But he did fear, so very deeply. Turtok winced as the rag slid across the Ethrea's silver blade, whose pattern caught the light in subtle ways. It was the thunderous voice of Ordan, High Father of Ethrea, contending with his self-righteous son Fenron. The two had been arguing for hours, their voices rising higher and higher as the night fell deeper and deeper into darkness. At the onslaught of the council, all heads had been level and tones even. Now, there was a seemingly endless cacophony of shouts, pleadings, and declarations. For over 100 years, the House of Ur had warred against their own offspring. For over 100 years, Ethrea, Dulcefar, and humans had watered the earth with their life's blood, and yet no end of the desolation had come. The fallen ones, daughters of the High Father and Holy Mother, still held their seat of power, corrupting the world their parents made with Eodaba's perversion. They are all going to die. You will be alone. Intrusive thoughts clawed at the back of his mind, bleeding away what meager will to live Turtok held. Intrusive, but truthful nonetheless. They were all going to die. His masters, the very gods, were all going to die. His sisters, his beautiful, bright, lively sisters. They were all going to die, and he was going to help them do so. The beginning. Faith alone cannot save the world. Death alone cannot destroy it. Listen not to the words of the young, for they are without wisdom. Heed not the words of the elderly, for they are without compassion. Trust not in your own hands, for they will betray you. Put not your faith in another, lest you shall be deceived. Death alone cannot destroy the world, but death is never without company. Elderbeast. The crooning call of the elderbeast reverberated through the icy place known by Dulcefar as the Forest of Stone. It was a low, morose call, sounding of many trumpets wailing in perfect harmony. If the call of the elderbeast was a thing of wonder, then the sight thereof was nothing short of spectacular. Long blue hair maned the horse-like head of the beast, which flowed downward until it blended into fine silver fur on its proud, powerful shoulders. A horn of silver jutted from its brow, set between two liquid eyes of amber, whose depths were beyond that of deepest oceans. 8 legs held up the elderbeast. The 4 at the front were those of an enormous draft horse, while those of the back of the creature were scaled, as were its haunches, the fur blending into the greenish-blue lamina seamlessly.